Podcast!
The DIY podcast about DIY music!
Sorry for stepping on you there.
No, I wanted to do it together. I thought we could.
I thought you were handing it off.
No, I mean, we could do that too.
Welcome
To
the
Wholesome
Music
Podcast.
The
DIY
podcast
about
DIY
music.
This is episode 13.
Yes.
We're going to make this one quick. I am a little under the weather. We are still in our temporary location.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we're going to be in our full location.
The new set.
So we're pretty excited about that.
Will look even better for you next week.
Going to feel better for you.
I hope you do. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it has been a week.
It has.
But like, we got through it.
We did it.
My voice
We talked about some cool stuff.
Yeah. Shout out Paxlovid because we did get through it.
Saving the day.
We talked about a couple of different. We talk a lot about on the show about like communities.
Yeah.
Community
building.
Yeah, community organizing, and so we highlighted a couple of different kind of community features.
Yeah.
Like, so some like things
Later in this episode, we talk about UMAW.
Yeah, and then we talk about, which is speaking of community, no one's doing more than UMAW, which is the United Music and Workers Alliance. Did I say that right?
Association.
United
Or is it
Musicians and Allied Workers.
We both got it
Musicians
wrong.
and Allied Workers. So a couple of cool initiatives to help kind of wrestle. The thing is, like, we talk a lot about AI, we talk a lot about algorithms, but the truth is there are a lot of organizations out there who there are still a lot of places if you want to get non-AI music, non-AI curated music.
I want a human to curate my music for me.
Human-curated music made by humans. There's so many places out there if you just want to look a little bit, and we're going to highlight a couple of those. We got a quick kind of update about, or kind of talk about marketing automation for independent artists, a tool that you actually have some familiarity with.
SongTools.io.
And then kind of an update on tariffs as they are affected by as they pertain to vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's our episode.
That's our episode.
It's going to be a quick one. We got a lot going on. And should we do it? Do we introduce ourselves?
I don't know. Who are
Who
you?
the fuck are you?
My name's Cam LJ. You're here with us at Secret Spot DTLA. My pronouns are he, she, they, or anything you want to call me. And who are
Who the
you?
fuck am I? My name is Augustus Watkins. I'm a musician. I do traditional music PR in my company, Cocaine Opera, and I'll co-own a record label called Give Take. Pronouns they, he, or she. And I'm also a musician and a songwriter.
Damn right you are.
Should we have an episode?
We should get into
Let's
it.
do it.
Boom. We're here for another week.
All right. So what we've got is a couple of stories about a couple different ways that people are fighting the algorithm.
Inform me.
Specifically with human curation.
Ooh,
So-
instead of AI.
Instead of AI. And instead of an algorithm, instead of just like people...
Spotify's favorite wrapped for you.
Yeah. So, like, this is people doing stuff. And, we're not going to mention it, but we'll touch on it. Apple kind of has a push on this. They have their Apple Radio.
Apple Playlists, Apple Whole, curated Apple Radio, Apple Radio 1.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
have a bunch of channels on that. So it's like, so people are doing this. They're like, I think if you look for it, there's a lot more curation. And of course...
I mean, so many, like, if you're doing Submit Hub, so many of those playlists
That's
are
true.
curated by people.
That's true. Yeah. And then one of the ways that the mosquitoes are back.
They are. They live here now. It's their new home.
So
We have an infestation of mosquitoes in the studio. So
yeah.
fuck us.
So if you see me like suddenly
Swat!
lurching, that's why.
You're saving the day.
Yeah, because they come for me.
Come for you.
One of the really cool non-algorithmic ways of doing music curation
Music curation.
is community radio.
Yes.
I fucking love community radio.
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing more wholesome
Than community radio.
Seriously.
I mean, you're from the Twin Cities. I think of KFAI.
yeah.
I think of like all of the incredible stations that are there that are like accessible to you as an artist. And here I think of like Dub Lab. There are a bunch of other
K-Chung.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like a black one that's amazing. It's like I'm gonna forget the name of it right now, but it's amazing.
In
Like
LA?
KBLA.
Okay.
KBLA.
I don't know that one. I know
KBLA.
there's KMOJ.
Yeah, in the Twin Cities. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Keeping it tight at night.
So good. Ooh.
Shout out KMOJ. Shout out, and then of course there's college radio, which is adjacent.
Absolutely.
I have been on record of saying like I am dating a DJ, but like I am like a radio DJ, but I am on record as saying long before her, like, I fucking love DJs. Like, to me, DJs are the lifeblood of the music industry.
Especially the live world. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here.
The live world, but also like the radio DJs. Like, if you have an urge to be the kind of person who goes and discovers a bunch of new music and then puts it all in one place and then disseminates that out to a bunch of other people.
Curate, baby. You are
a hero.
Yeah.
Like that is, you know what I mean?
I can't.
Dude.
Leave me out. Send me away.
I can't stand how much I love and admire DJs.
Yeah.
They are, to me, they are the magic of the
DJing's
industry.
crazy.
Yeah.
I just started dabbling my little fingers in DJ. Yeah.
And like you got the Serato going on.
A little bit, exactly. And like just trying to get everything to crossfade, match the BPMs and like make it feel like curate something that I did like a show recently.
Okay.
I went out to Baldwin Hills and I did a show for a guy, shout out Parker XL, amazing brand. And I just DJ'd that show. It was the first time that I had really like tried my chops out as a DJ, and it was really fun. I had a great time, and I threw some sauce that maybe I shouldn't have. I do it a little too much.
Yeah. But that's the magic of DJ, right?
Yes.
Like you mean like you did like a little too much like crossfading.
I had like a little, I would add like extra sound effects too.
Okay. Did you have the air horn?
Yeah, a little sounds, little extra bass lines in there too.
Okay. All right. Respect to that. Yeah.
Just cooking up on the spot.
Just cooking. Just turning heads, confusing the children. So, to get to the story, there's a platform that I think it kind of really is built to support DJs.
Okay.
To host their mixes. It's called Mixcloud.
Mixcloud. Okay.
And they've been around a while. Like I think, I imagine if you are a music fan or an artist, you might have found your song ended up on a DJ set that on
Mixcloud
that got uploaded. Like a DJ is like, oh, I put your song on my set, and now that set is living on Mixcloud.
Yeah.
So that's something like I imagine a lot of us have been in contact with. This was an article on the Mixcloud blog. So where they're shouting out community radio.
Okay.
Because I think like behind the scenes, they want community radio to host their stuff.
Yeah, for that
Mixcloud.
to have a second life there.
Yeah. Mixcloud is like we were saying off my. I feel like Mixcloud is like SoundCloud, but for DJs instead of for artists.
That makes sense.
So Mixcloud founders.
Just as an interruption, is there any reason you would want to post your mix to Mixcloud versus SoundCloud?
I think they have different communities,
different user base.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like different tools as far as like how long your set's gonna be. Because I don't think you can. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't think you can post like a.
Oh, you can put 2 hours.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
You can put as long as you want.
Okay.
Because it's based on how much you pay for. So you pay for 160 minutes, unlimited minutes.
Okay. Algorithms aren't all bad. Millions of people love recommendation algorithms. Sorry, the author of this is Elliott Nielson from Mixcloud. But when it comes to music curation, auto-generated playlists cannot replace the shared experience of music discovery.
Okay.
And they want to highlight community radio with one of the most powerful projects to keep the curation of music a human-to-human experience.
Yeah.
I fuck with that so hard.
Fuck the algorithm, fuck the AI, bring it back to the real people. Come on, let's get real.
So a couple quotes here from Mixcloud CEO and founder Nico Perez. He says, quote, over the long term, we ended up being a little more isolated as listeners, as people, as a consequence of the algorithm.
Yeah.
And then they mention actually a psychologist named Sherry Turkle, whose study into man-machine relationships has concluded that thanks to digital interfaces, quote, we are alone together, each in our own bubble.
Yeah, that's siloed off.
Yeah. Like I buy that. Continuing to quote from Nico Perez, forming small communities around music is how we fight back against the algorithm. Yeah. And I just this is something that's like at the heart of our wholesome vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's just like we talk about community a lot. So that's why we love listening to local radio stations. It helps us feel more connected to the wider world around us and those nearby.
Yeah. And getting localized too. I think sometimes
Yes.
when you're listening to like national radio stations, like I know there's like a bunch of just or you're just listening to like curated playlists or something like that, you're not able to necessarily connect with like local DJs, music that's coming from your scene, and exposing yourself to like local radio, college radio, to all these different areas is gonna give you that like connection to your actual community.
And conversely, as an artist, there are opportunities to be a part of local radio that you're not going to get to be a part of on the national scene.
No.
But there are, like, for instance, one of the things that I do sometimes is I mix live sets for a college radio station in Claremont with KSBC.
Okay. Yes.
So like that's a way, like as a engineer, I have this like something I can do to like give back to the community, and then it connects me with artists. It connects me with musicians. Like I'm able to like as a record label owner, I'm able to like occasionally bring people in to like make connections that way.
Absolutely.
So like I'm a part of a community.
Yeah.
Through this is college radio, but it's kind of the same thing.
Similar vibe.
So as artists, community radio is a great place to get involved in stuff.
Yeah.
And so I just want to shout out to Mixcloud for serving that community.
Shout out Mixcloud
and highlighting this. They talk about the claustrophobia of abundance.
That's a good phrase,
right? For like for the algorithm, where the entire
too much happening,
where the entirety of humanity is hurled at your face when you roll out of bed in the morning and you're overwhelmed. An antidote to that they talk about is try listening to local radio.
Yeah, I mean you can only listen to what's being played right now.
As Will Page points out, this was somebody in an interview. Will Page, quote, "You can't scale intimacy."
Yeah,
how cool is that?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So
you can't scale intimacy. I like that.
Yeah, I did like that. Like if there's anything that we're doing here, I think that really speaks to it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Building an intimate vibe.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. So another place that's doing something to kind of combat the algorithm is Bandcamp.
Yes.
Have you heard?
Love Bandcamp.
We love Bandcamp. Have you heard about Bandcamp clubs?
No.
Okay, so this is
I missed
this is brand new. There's a human-curated subscription service.
Okay.
That gives access. So I'll back up. This is from Daniel Tencer from Music Business Worldwide. Shout out Music Business Worldwide. Bandcamp has launched a new subscription service that gives users access to monthly record selections, listening parties, recommendations, and exclusive artist content. One of its key selling points is no algorithms. All the music featured in each of the clubs is curated by a respected tastemaker in the music business. Cool already.
Yeah.
Bandcamp clubs feature launched on September 2nd, 2025. $13 a month subscription. And here's what I think is kind of neat.
Yeah, hit me with it.
It's a subscribe to own music discovery experience, meaning that all the songs that are featured that you when you subscribe to the club, you now own as in part of your Bandcamp collection.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like
that's really cool.
It's like a cool hybrid between like a radio station and a streaming service.
Yeah, it's kind of a meet in the middle.
Yeah, it's like I was like, yeah, okay, like the human-curated experience, that's pretty cool. But but the fact that you get to download all that music and then own that in your Bandcamp collection, which is to say that you permanently own it if you choose to download it, that's remarkable to me.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Right?
There's something about that too, about like supporting an individual versus just using like an algorithmic playlist, like favorite coffee house mix.
Yeah.
There's something about like supporting someone who's like, hey, I'm actually going and searching out all these songs. And like instead of just supporting what's auto-generated, supporting an actual individual or actual radio station, like that's putting in the effort to do this.
This is why curators are heroes.
Yeah.
Because they're doing that.
And it's in your community. You know, it's like a part of our community already.
Yeah.
I always say, like, if you're going to go make something, see if somebody else has already made it and support them.
Yeah.
Like, instead of thinking, oh, we had to build everything, start over from zero. Like, you don't have to build everything from zero. There's probably someone else who's thought like you did. Yeah. So either collaborate with them or support them.
Yep. There's like, there's a lot of opportunity out there if you, and this goes back again to like the like creating value thing that we talked about, and just like a holistic view of just like being in your community, not just like participating in some sort of extractive like system
effort.
Yeah. So this
vacuuming the money out of your local economy.
Yeah, my God. Yeah. So this is a quote from Bandcamp general manager Dan Melnick. Quote, instead of algorithms, fans get human-curated picks from some of the best DJs and journalists in their respective areas, exclusive interviews with artists, and community listening parties. The other thing about it is the community listening parties.
Yeah.
Have you done a Bandcamp listening party?
No, I haven't.
They are actually really fun.
Tell me about it. Explain it to me.
So it's kind of like a live stream.
Okay.
Except it's just audio.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody hears the audio. Everybody who's in the listening party hears the audio at the exact same time.
Kind of like Clubhouse.
Kind of like Clubhouse, but better audio quality. And
Okay.
and then there's a chat.
Okay.
And then it's really easy to buy the song or buy the album as you're listening to it.
Okay.
So it's like it's a really cool space to like make community connections and have people just like come in and vibe on a record together. And then because it's so fast to buy, it's not like at the label we'll do. We've done a lot of listening parties. We'll do like a live stream on Twitch or a live stream on YouTube. Cool, great. We love doing that. The problem has been like that doesn't generate any money.
Hyper competitive market.
Yeah.
Like you got to have a huge audience already.
Well,
you're not really going to get driven people because that isn't really what the platform is aimed at.
And you're not going to be able to, it's really hard to get them off of that
To go buy somewhere.
yeah, on some other site. We know that like the sites really do prefer lock-in.
Yeah, of course.
So like why not work on a site where the lock-in has the shopping experience?
Yeah.
And that's what this Bandcamp listening parties offers. So really cool. And now Bandcamp Clubs is a new thing, $13 a month. They have 4 different clubs, which I failed to copy and paste. But I did want to know that one of them was heavy metal, like a dark,
interesting.
like
a dark
heavy,
metal, black metal.
like a heavy dark thing. And I just want to again just shout that out because like in this country we kind of neglect the heavy.
Yeah.
Like we don't like.
Yeah, no, heavy metal had its moment in the US and I feel
like
like
the
it's-
80s.
Yeah, and again I feel like heavy metal had a moment like tried to have a moment in the mid 2000s.
Dude, it's like the thing is it has not stopped having a moment.
Well, I think it's like country music, right? Like it's one thing, it's so specific, right? It isn't like pop music.
Yeah.
Everybody's palate. Country music, not everybody's palate.
But the main
heavy metal music, not everybody's palate.
Yes.
So it comes back kind of like skinny jeans. Like it's gonna be in trend
but there's
and
a
then out of
difference.
trend.
But there's one of the main differences is there are thousands of a country has a mainstream acceptance. There are thousands of country music radio stations.
Now.
There's a televised country music awards.
Yeah, CMAs.
You're right. There's no heavy metal music award that's like televised. There's no like you're never going to hear heavy metal in the grocery store.
No,
which you do in other countries.
Probably
you
not on a playlist at Target.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah,
but you would hear country.
Yeah,
so, like,
if you go abroad, you would definitely experience
you would.
that.
Like I remember going to like Denmark and just being like, why is there just heavy metal in the supermarket? But there
I
it was.
think that kind of has to do, at least in the US,
Yeah.
with like what music makes you want to buy something, right? So like slower music generally is going to make you stick around and buy things.
Yeah.
Where that faster, more aggressive music is going to make you be like, all right, I got what I needed. Cool,
Gotta
cool.
go.
I'm headed out.
Yeah.
And like, if I want to lock you into my Ralph's store,
True.
I'm gonna play the slow, sad music to keep you in, get you in your feels. Think about what you really want to get.
Also, I think the Satanic Panic has something to do with that too, where people are just afraid of heavy metal because they think it's the
evil.
devil.
It's from the devil,
which it fucking is, and that's the point. So we're gonna come back. We got a couple other things to talk about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's thick boy season.
Yeah.
It's baby boy.
That's what's
Juicy.
up. Juicy. Speaking of juicy, let's talk about unions.
Unions.
There's nothing juicier than a fucking union.
Than a fucking musicians union?
Yeah.
There's nothing juicier
than that. Yeah. Like,
what do you got for me?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Hit me with the truth.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you with it. Watch me with it.
I'm watching.
Watch me throw it.
Ooh, I watch you throw it.
UMAW.
Okay.
UMAW, United Musicians and Allied Workers.
Yes.
So we've talked about UMAW briefly in past episodes, but there was a cool profile on UMAW written by Ryan Dombal for Hearing Things.
Great name, Ryan Dombal.
Dombal.
I think Dombal door.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. UMAW, Brian, friend of the pod. You're still a friend of the pod. UMAW is changing how we think about musicians' rights.
Okay.
For so many musicians today, trying to make a decent living can feel like scaling a slippery iceberg while simultaneously getting battered by gale force headwinds.
Okay, that's not a great feeling.
But it's true.
It's accurate.
From woefully inadequate streaming royalties to the skyrocketing cost of touring, America's broken healthcare system, and out-of-control rents.
Wow, I can't imagine that.
So-
what are you even talking about?
Yeah.
So good here.
Now we got you feeling optimistic.
Now we've warmed your heart a little bit.
Joey Lanive de Francesco, I guess.
Okay.
Joey Lanive de Francesco, guitarist for the political punk band Downtown Boys, is a founder and organizer of the advocacy organization United Musicians and Allied Workers, or UMAW. Side note, do you remember like 15-ish years ago, the viral video of the person who hired a marching band to deliver his, to quit his job at a hotel?
No.
He was like working in hospitality and hired a
marching band?
A marching band to quit, and then filmed it, and it went early viral in,
Yeah.
in the early 2010s.
I missed this.
Missed that one. That was Joey De Francesco.
Okay, that was his moment.
Yeah. So and he's got a new moment now, because now he is the founder of UMAW, which is an organization that's doing really great work
When did they start?
during the pandemic.
Okay.
Um,
Because we have been in a deficit for like real musicians union.
yeah.
Like we've been at a deficit as in there hasn't been one.
There hasn't been one, and like they come in, they go, and like you've been around, I've been around, you've seen them come and go.
Yeah.
And someone's like, we're starting a musicians union, and I'm always like,
Okay, good luck.
okay, we'll see how that goes. UMAW has actually managed to kind of pull it together.
Okay.
And so I've kind of had my eye on them for a long time, but I'm always like, we'll wait until
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to like invest in an organization that falls apart. So, the battle against the powers that be is constant, arduous, and often thankless. But if we stop, they win. Everyone else loses. Why would we let that happen without a fight?
Mhm.
That's a cool ethos, right? Just
Yeah.
it sucks, but like if we stop, then they definitely win. 5 years later, UMAW is still here, still fighting. It currently counts around 1,100 dues-paying members who work in the industry and share the group's values. So you can join on a sliding scale. I happen to know. I'm not a member, but I'm gonna join because
Interested
I think
in joining, yeah.
I think it's important. It's been one of those things where I'm always like I said, like hesitant.
Is it time?
Yeah. But like I think I'm gonna join this one because like I think and I've been to like some of they've sponsored some events around LA that have
They
been,
service California.
well, they're national.
They're national.
But because it's LA,
Yeah.
there's like they've been a part of some cool
They have a
community
presence
events.
here.
Yeah, they've been a part. I think they're based in New York, but
Okay.
it's been pretty cool to see what they've been doing. So it currently counts around 1,100 dues-paying members who work in the industry and share the group's values. It has spurred more than 70,000 musicians and music workers who take part in actions like in-person rallies and writing letters to elected officials and demand fair pay for Spotify and the South by Southwest Music Festival.
Huge.
Yeah, like, there's been some pushback on South by Southwest. UMAW was at the heart of that. So if you've heard about like, because South by Southwest, they've been really welcoming to the arms organization as well.
Of course.
Arms industry as well. UMAW is the most vital music advocacy group out there, offering a way for people to fight back against a system that seems irredeemably fucked with every passing day. Here's a quote from DeFrancesco. Quote, most new organizations don't last because they can be really hard to figure out, particularly in this case where it was just a bunch of musicians who hadn't started a big national organization before, but we've made it into a sustainable and continuously growing thing. Continuing, UMAW has achieved success that we couldn't have anticipated in the beginning. And some of those wins have already
Shown themselves.
Created material gains for workers.
That's huge.
Yeah, so it's a really cool organization.
Shout out UMAW.
Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about it other than it exists, it's legit, it's real, and you should definitely check it out.
Why do you think musicians unions are so important for musicians?
Yeah, that's a really great question. The thing is the power of collective bargaining.
Yeah, I mean, I think of like SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
I think of like how much like negotiating power SAG has had to support actors and the people of like involved
in that community.
Yeah. And I like even in negotiations for like writers and having a group, having a an organization that can advocate for you, especially like from a workers' rights standpoint in this industry where we're so often like gig workers, where we're like, oh yeah, I'll send you something,
totally,
I'll send you something. It was great tonight though.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes after the till close, and yeah, we are gig workers, and we're in a union town in LA, so like I think one of the things when you come out here is you see the power of the union. In the television and film industry.
Oh yeah, union gigs always have food.
Yeah.
Union gigs give you a break. Like union gigs are so much more organized.
Yeah.
Like there is a visceral difference between being on like a DIY or like set it up yourself or low budget production gig and being on like, oh yeah, this is a union shoot.
You could tell, right?
You could feel right away.
And like downtown where I live, you can like walk through film sets all the time. And, and there's like people like people with a job to do, and they specifically do their job and like,
not wearing 10 hats.
Yeah, my God. And like I always like, I think I've even talked about this on the pod, but like this like schlepping my little wagon through a film set that's on the street, and there's like all these people, and they're all getting paid like a good wage, and there's like worker protections, and they have like bathrooms and catering, and depending on the size of the shoot. And I'm like, all right, I'm just like carrying my stuff to my gig that I booked myself, that I'm going to play, that I'm probably going to have to like write the sound for, that like I might have even had to have brought my own security for.
Yes. And I brought the audience.
Yeah. And I wrote the songs. And I brought the merch, and like that is just not quite that way in the film and television industry.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't fly.
So to have an organization, and like UMAW isn't like at that level yet, but like to have some kind of organization for us as musicians that could work towards that level of like sophistication at our gigs, I think would be
huge,
amazing, right?
It'd be game changing.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get 1 cent per stream.
Yeah, maybe we could. Yeah, and because the thing is, we can't get that unless there's some kind of
unified movement,
collective bargaining. Yeah. So UMAW is like really one of the organizations I think that's out there that could be doing something for us right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah, I'm really excited about like the possibilities that they do, and you can tell like being a part of their events a little bit, like they really care about indie musicians.
I will have to go check them out because I haven't seen them, but I'm excited to get involved.
Yeah, I would recommend that you look into that.
Yeah. But bang!
This is gonna be just a quick couple of unrelated stories, and they just don't. Neither of them really warrant their own 15 minutes.
Their own segment?
Yeah.
You're telling me these are some short bangers.
Yeah, some short bangers. This was an article in Forbes.
Ooh, we love Forbes.
We do love Forbes. By Andrea Zarczynski, I guess.
Nice. Given Midwestern energy.
Yeah, that's a Polish ass name right there. Yes. Yeah. As AI reshapes music, artists embrace marketing automation.
Okay.
Advances in AI are shaping a more competitive, independent artist and let's start that over.
You said you didn't want to read this one, and now I can tell you're having that visceral hatred. Read it to me. Hit me with it.
Advances in AI are shaping a more competitive, independent artist. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think I botched either somebody botched some sentences here. Independent artists and major labels are leaning into marketing automation for solid returns on investment. Do you ever do any kind of like, because you do some online advertising.
Yes.
This is about using AI to do online advertising.
So my experience with AI and online advertising has not been beneficial.
Okay.
I think that at least from a text-based standpoint, it's not it.
Okay.
I have seen some interesting like video generated content that I thought was like shocking. I recently saw a video that was clearly, it was a photo initially. It had been animated with AI and then changed. It was of Echo Park. You know how they have that big boat in the feature?
With the swans.
It was Echo Park, a great photo of it, but that had been animated. And then in the middle was a bowl of distinctively LA food. So it was like a little bit of like K-Town food, a little bit of like chicken, all in a bowl. And it was a Postmates ad. But it makes you stop because you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it was like, eat LA.
Yeah.
And so it was a useful use of AI because it makes you stop because clearly, wait, that's not there's not a big bowl in Echo Park, but that's Echo Park for sure.
Yeah.
So it was very useful. But personally, I haven't found, like in the past, I had tried to use AI text right? Generate text from like some prompt that I had put in, help me create that. But I felt like people are pretty quick about noticing what's AI. So it wasn't worth it to me to do that.
What about like automated advertising tools? Because like I know you're pretty handy with meta ads.
Yeah.
And are you kind of running those yourself, or are you using third-party tools?
So I'm running directly through. I feel like you get better performance if you run directly through like Meta.
Yeah.
And if you run through their business suite and their ads manager, you will see better results. You get more granular control. So I tend to prefer that because I'm a little bit of a control freak. I want to know exactly what's happening. I want to A and B against this and that.
Yep.
So no, I'm not using like a third party solution, but I will say I'll schedule, set those kind of basic automations. Like when is it going to run? When is it not going to run? I'll tell you like after 4 a.m., it's probably not going to be the highest conversion.
Right.
All the way up until 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Musicians aren't really like, it's 6 a.m. Let me book the studio. That's not it.
After a pleasant 14 hours of sleep, I am feeling frisky. Let's go record some music. I wonder what advertisements there are so I can find a studio. Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, no. So that's about the limitations of my automation currently.
This article is highlighting something called Song Tools.
Oh, I know Song Tools.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Song Tools, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we've run a bunch of ads with Song Tools. I have personally mixed feelings about them.
Okay.
Yeah, they fit in a similar category to me as Groover and Submit Hub. And I do think that the team there is significantly more internet active. They really want you to feel like there are no bots there.
Okay.
They really, really want you to feel that way.
Am I reading between the lines when you say that?
I can't say anything. I just said, I think they really want you to think they're not using any bots.
So the Song Tools marketing automation and real-time analytics platform is meeting the moment with the strategic music release promotion and fandom strategies. The company recently announced expansion in global distribution ecosystems. So the thing about a Forbes article is Forbes articles are just basically, Forbes used to be like a thing that was like a
very reputable.
Yeah, and now
huge big deal.
And now it's just like an aggregator for press releases, like that you pay to get your press release like featured on Forbes. So we got to be aware of who's doing this article.
Absolutely.
You were gonna say?
Yeah. So I'm actually in the middle of a rollout with an artist that I work with regularly, and we are doing promotion, like playlisting, trying to get his song pushed as many places. And Song Tools is a tool I had used in the past because I will say if you are looking strategically at numeric gains for streaming, they're very effective.
That's what they're kind of pointing at too.
They're very, very effective. I will say fan conversion with Song Tools is very low. As in like you will see, we got 2,000 streams, and you can go in and see what playlist it's coming from, where it's placed it. But I can't tell you definitively there are bots. I haven't had any songs taken down from Song Tools IO due to bots. But I will say I can't at all tell you where those streams are coming from, and I can't extract any kind of fan engagement off of whatever platform it's streaming.
That's the thing is like I've seen artists be on playlists that I know editorial playlists that are like definitively we know
those are
real playlists, and then you get a bunch of plays and then nothing behind that happens.
Yeah.
So like, but on the other hand, excuse me, on the other hand, you'll never get anywhere without a streaming strategy. So you got to figure out something, right?
And to be fair, in contrast, cost-wise, Song Tools IO is cheap, $35 a week.
Okay.
And you're gonna hit like 1,000 streams that week.
Okay.
You might hit 2,000 streams that week.
Yeah.
So you're going to see those numbers where, like, just to be fully transparent, we spent about $130 with Groover and about $60 with Submit Hub. And that, of course, is split between playlists and influencer campaigns. But I think, if you were to run that same, and we'll look at it, maybe we'll do like an evaluation between the two of the performance afterwards. Yeah. Because I will say the performance was great with Song Tools, but I did feel like there was this push and pull.
Danny Garcia, the CEO of SongTools, says that for 80% of SongTools users, the platform has brought noticeable change in monthly listenership on streaming platforms like Spotify.
Yeah.
Better data streamlines advertising campaigns, which translates to better results across the entire music marketing ecosystem. Artists, this is kind of what you're talking about, artists can leverage two main tools across music genres in marketing funnel framework that guides streaming platform optimization. So they're about like, we've talked about a couple times the funnel. You can go back and listen to, we've got our episodes about the marketing funnel.
Absolutely.
You can go back and listen to that for like another primer, but like that is to say that the funnel starts wide with even potential listeners, and then slowly you bring people into your funnel until you've got like super fans, ideally.
Bringing them down the funnel from like, hey, I just saw you, passed you once, to now I'm on your email list, to now I'm buying something from your website, to now I am coming out to your show
at my wedding.
Yep. Exactly. Hiring you to come play your song at my wedding.
This is a quote from Danny Garcia, the CEO. Quote, many artists are going out there and just basically throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. We have a very clear marketing funnel framework with the top of the funnel driving overall traffic to artists. Then further down the funnel are advertising campaigns driving direct engagements. We've seen that translate into a pretty high amount of algorithmic pickup on DSPs and overarching artists for growth. So that's like their thing is just like.
Danny, this CEO, I've actually seen in like Reddit comments. If you jump in and you search is SongTools bots, I've seen this.
I have too. Yeah.
Jump in and really throw it in there. So I shout out to him for getting in there
and for being in the community, right?
Yeah.
Like, so now they've by the way they've integrated with Symphonic, Digdis in Europe, Monitor Latino in Latin America, and MAD Solutions in Africa, and Labelworks in the UK and globally. So they're expanding globally.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to see.
One thing I would say that's really specifically cool about SongTools is there used to be a platform called OneSubmit, and the thing that was cool about that was that it was just one submission, and it goes to everybody.
Okay.
And then whoever accepts it. SongTools is like that in the fact that you don't have to curate. Oh, I'm going to submit to this guy. Oh, these guys look like they wouldn't accept me, so I won't send it.
Yeah.
It's immediately going to blast you up to all of the people they think will fit you.
Okay.
And get you the highest number of conversions.
And is it like, are they using AI tools to like determine who's going to like your stuff?
Yeah, I would assume there are like distinctive AI tools in SongTools.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a focus on that. But I wouldn't say you can still get granular with it in the ways that you would want to.
One of my challenges is just like, I don't always know, like just from like my music personally, just my personal music is like, I sometimes struggle with like knowing what are the right playlists for me. Just because just the way that my mind works and the way I create.
You know, a lot of people hate places like Submit Hub specifically.
I fucking hate Submit Hub.
But I would say it's really useful if you're feeling that way.
If
you're feeling like, I don't know what this is, sending it out to a few people.
Yeah.
Don't spend $100.
No.
Spend $20, and you'll get feedback from real humans who say, oh, this is dark electro pop, bro.
Yep.
And you'll be like, okay. And then you'll get another person who says, oh, this is electro pop. And you'll get another person who says, oh, this is dark synthwave. And you can assume you're probably in the middle.
And then you'll get someone who's like, the sound effects are too loud and the bass doesn't wub enough. And you're like, shut the fuck up. Like, I wish you'll get like the mix, the vocals in the mix are 3 decibels too high. And you're like, you don't know what that means.
Yeah, you will. You know what? If you are going to go with Submit Hub, I would just say, thicken up that skin, get ready, prepare yourself.
You're going to get some inane comments from people who don't know what they're talking about. Speaking of people who don't know what they're talking about, vinyl records, this is we're going to talk about tariffs.
Yes.
So speaking of people who don't know what they're talking about, I was about to say like people who don't know what they're talking about and then say the headline and the author, which isn't the way we're going with this.
Respect, you know?
Yeah. This is from the homie Mandy Dalugdug from Music Business Worldwide. Vinyl records and CDs are spared from Donald Trump's new U.S. import tariffs. This is important.
Okay.
A lot of people have been really worried. Well, like are CDs and vinyl going to get hit by tariffs?
Yeah.
And you've seen like if you're on Bandcamp, if you're like and if you are on like the mailing list of your
favorite artists
or manufacturers, if you're on the of like vinyl manufacturers, then being like, we're not affected by tariffs, it's okay. And they clarify. So U.S. Customs and Border Protection Confirmed that physical music formats like vinyl records, CDs, and cassettes are exempt from new tariffs that took place on Friday, August 29th, because they are classified as, quote, information materials exempt from trade restrictions. Discogs, yeah, this is great. So Discogs, the famous vinyl.
And for anybody who's listening, I'm sorry for the profanity.
Protect the grandchildren.
Yeah.
Discogs said, quote, simply put, music and informational media have always been exempt from tariffs and continue to be so at this time. This means neither sellers nor collectors on Discogs should be charged additional custom fees. So if you're selling vinyl, you're buying and selling internationally for now, they're like, you're gonna have to watch, you're gonna have to pay attention and look country by country, because people are just getting skittish around it right now.
Yeah.
But at the basic level, technically speaking,
protected.
Yeah, vinyl's protected. So Discogs did recommend, if you're when you're shipping vinyl, like when you write like what's the description of the product that you're shipping, specifying, quote, informational materials, phonograph, vinyl record. So like specifying informational materials,
so that they know immediately there's no confusion.
Yeah, and then tying that into the specific.
Don't just write your bangers, my bangers.
Yeah, my mix CD. So just a quick note about that. CD, there's good news for us.
Huge news.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like we've had a couple of rare good news lately.
A little light in the dark.
Yeah, a little light in the darkness. Thanks for listening to the Wholesome Music Podcast, watching the Wholesome Music Podcast. As always,
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share this with your friends.
And we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram.
We're everywhere.
So follow us there. It's really nice if you follow us on there. You can we clip these, and then you can reshare those with your friends.
Yes,
to kind of let them know the cool.
There's also a hype button, so maybe hit the hype button, give us some hype points.
Oh, I haven't hit. Yeah, hit the hype button.
Hit the hype button.
Yeah, and we're gonna see you next week, and hopefully I'll be a little more to put together.
Yes, hopefully we'll be more. Maybe we'll even be in a new location.
Maybe we will be.